In a modest two-bedroom apartment in Akron, Ohio, a young boy bounced a worn basketball on cracked pavement, dreaming of a life beyond poverty, instability, and uncertainty. His mother worked multiple jobs to keep food on the table. They moved constantly, sometimes sleeping on couches, sometimes in cars. But through it all, one thing remained constant: the rhythm of that ball hitting the ground, the sound of hope echoing in every dribble. That boy was LeBron James, and his journey from hardship to global icon is not just a sports story. It's a powerful testament to resilience, vision, and the unwavering belief that greatness begins with giving back. Born on December 30th, 1984, LeBron James grew up without a father figure, raised solely by his mother, Gloria, who shielded him from chaos with fierce love and quiet strength. Despite financial struggles, she ensured he stayed in school, avoided street life, and focused on basketball not as an escape, but as a path. By age 9, he was already dominating local leagues. His talent was undeniable, but it was his discipline that set him apart. He studied game film like textbooks, trained before sunrise, and treated every practice as if scouts were watching, even when no one was. His breakthrough came at St. Vincent's Mary High School, where he led his team to 3 state championships and became the first high school underclassman to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated. Dubbed the Chosen One, he entered the NBA draft straight out of high school in 2003, a bold move that defied convention. Selected first overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers, he carried the weight of an entire city on his shoulders. Fans saw in him not just athletic brilliance, but salvation for a struggling Rust Belt town. Though early seasons were marked by growing pains, his stats spoke volumes: triple-doubles, all-star appearances, and a work ethic that stunned veterans. But true transformation came off the court. In 2004, while still a teenager, LeBron launched the LeBron James Family Foundation, not as a PR stunt, but as a promise to his community. He remembered classmates who dropped out, friends lost to violence, and kids who never got a fair shot. His mission was clear: break the cycle of poverty through education and mentorship. The foundation's flagship program, I Promise, began modestly, providing bikes, school supplies, and tutoring. Over time, it evolved into something revolutionary. In 2018, LeBron opened the I Promise School in his hometown of Akron, a public school for at-risk children that offered more than academics. It provided free tuition, meals, transportation, job placement for parents, GET programs, and mental health services. Teachers received competitive salaries and wellness support. Families got access to food pantries and legal aid. The model was holistic: heal the child by supporting the whole family. Critics doubted its sustainability. Within 2 years, student attendance soared, reading levels doubled, and graduation rates climbed dramatically. National educators called it a blueprint for urban education reform. This wasn't charity, it was justice. LeBron understood that talent is universal, but opportunity is not. He used his platform not just to inspire, but to build infrastructure where none existed. While other stars donated millions, he invested in systems, schools, housing, healthcare, ensuring impact would outlive headlines. On the court, his legacy deepened. After winning 2 NBA titles with the Miami Heat, he returned to Cleveland in 2014 with a mission: bring a championship to the city that never stopped believing in him. In 2016, he delivered, leading the Cavaliers to an improbable comeback from 31 down against the Golden State Warriors, ending Cleveland's 52-year major sports drought. The victory wasn't just athletic, it was emotional catharsis for a blue-collar city that had endured decades of economic decline. He later joined the Los Angeles Lakers, adding a 4th NBA title to his name. But his focus never wavered from purpose. He became the NBA's all-time leading scorer, not through flash, but through longevity, intelligence, and relentless preparation. He played into his late 30s with the same intensity as his rookie year, proving that greatness is sustained by discipline, not just talent. Beyond basketball, LeBron emerged as a vocal advocate for social justice. In 2020, during nationwide protests against racial inequality, he co-founded More Than a Vote, a nonprofit that combated voter suppression and empowered Black communities. The organization recruited thousands of poll workers, educated voters, and helped register over 1 million new voters ahead of the U.S. election. He turned arenas into polling places, used his social media to amplify marginalized voices, and refused to stay silent when injustice demanded action. He also produced documentaries like Shut Up and Dribble and Shot in the Dark, spotlighting systemic barriers faced by young athletes in underserved neighborhoods. His Spring Hill Company, a media and entertainment firm co-founded with Maverick Carter, champions diverse storytelling, giving creators of color the resources and platforms they've long been denied. Off-camera, LeBron remains grounded, married to his high school sweetheart, Savannah, for over 20 years. He is a devoted father to 3 children, often seen coaching their teams, attending school events, and emphasizing humility over hype. He lives by a simple code: success means nothing if you don't lift others as you rise. Today, LeBron James stands as more than an athlete. He is a builder, a mentor, a statesman of sport, and a living example of how power can be wielded with compassion. His story isn't defined by dunks or MVP trophies, though he has plenty, but by the classrooms he built, the votes he protected, and the kids in Akron who now believe their dreams are valid. From bouncing a ball on cracked concrete to reshaping the very meaning of legacy, LeBron James didn't just change basketball. He redefined what it means to be a champion in the real world. And his greatest plays may still be unwritten,